This is a REST API developed using Python. This can be used as a standalone one or installed in a AWS Lambda function or maybe a ECS container. So here the first file is app.py. This is the place we define the data model, the database and tables in MySQL. So I am having a user table, then auth token table, a small config table, and file registry table. So auth table, so user table will be used for authentication, especially the username, password, user detail. Auth table will have a temporary auth token generated after the login that will be reutilized to access remaining functionality. And file registry table utilized to have all the files uploaded to the server, and this is going to the S3 bucket. Then the functionality available here. Here also we define all the functionalities, especially first the database details, then the S3 bucket details, access key, secret, and the bucket name. Then we will have the functionality like authentication. Then any SQL query can be executed here. Then a function to get record from a table with the primary key. Then we can have a add record function where a single table we can add a record. Then update record in a single table. Then remove record from a single table. Then normal file upload function also we have to the file database folder. Upload S3 is there, so we will upload the S3 function. Then pre-signed URL is to get the temporary URL which is authenticated through temporary access, right? So these are the things available here. Now we will see the table structure. So before the table structure, I will again go back to the readme file. So in the readme file, what we will do is we will first run the db import. So simply go to that folder where we deploy, run flash db init, then run flash db migrate, then run flash db upgrade. Then second time if you are doing a table change, run the db migrate, then run the upgrade. So those are the ways we run it. Init is executed, then migrate script executed, then upgrade. Second time migrate and upgrade only we have to run, so the changes in the db will be reflected. Then we will run the project. Before that we'll see one more thing. So if we want to do any data changes or insert a new data, we will use additional functionality. So this script should be executed and this URL should be invoked. So next thing is run.sh. So simply some virtual environment and some dependency to be installed. So I'm using this script where I will be executing all installations for temporary virtual environment. Then Python 3, then the script name will be passed as a parameter. So that's what we are seeing here. So bash the run.sh, that script, then init.py. Once executed, it will start on the port here. So finally I'm giving a port. It could be 80, but if we are using multiple deployment, we have to go for custom ports. Once executed, that will show the port and the access URL. Then how to use Potion. So this is now running actually. Then we'll go to this area. So this is we are using Postman to test it. So same thing can be utilized on mobile or any web service consuming purpose, we can use it. So here what we do, first apply the base URL with the port, then authenticate module we are accessing, form, username, password. I have to pass it in put method and the raw data. So watch it out. Parameters, body part only we are putting, and raw data. Then after we executed, there will be a authentication key given. Then utilize that key here. Then run any SQL query in this JSON format, pass the SQL query. So that SQL query will be executed and the output will be given. Same way, get data from a single table for a single record. Again, passing the auth key. Always the key is this, value is the auth key given. Always body and row. then giving get record, and the user is the table name, then the primary key of the record. Same way insert can be executed with the table name and the auth key and the data as a column name. So in the table column name and the data. Then update same way we will execute, but in the update we have to make sure the ID primary key is passed. So it will auto detect and then do the update operation. Delete similar way like reading a record, but here we pass the data in the body, raw data in the body where the primary key passed. So we can delete single record. Then S3 upload, just follow this method. So post method and the path. Then we have to define a key in the body form data. We have to define a key. It's a file type. Key is file. Then select whatever file they are. Then auth key also post method pass it, not like previous one in the row. Under the form data, auth key and the authentication key as a text formatted. Then submit the request. The file will be uploaded and the URL will be shown. But this URL won't be accessible unless we make the bucket as public. Then go for S3 get pre-signed. So here we uploaded, then the record will reflect on the file registry table like this one. So they will give a relative path. This is the path we will utilize when we are using when we are trying to retrieve the temporary URL for the file. So auth key as a body and row, get method, and in the URL just watch out after giving the Python function name, then we are giving the key. This is also fixed, and this is the name coming from the table here. So once we pass this name, then authentication also, then it will generate a pre-signed URL. This is publicly accessible for 10 minutes. So this is how we can embed images or giving a download link. 10-minute valid download link can be given by executing this get query on the Python script. So this is all the REST service. This is more than enough to handle a simple functionality like CRUD function, file upload and all. And this file is handled through S3. So storage is managed in the S3. That's all for this API.